Today I'm going to make one of my favorites, Chicken Scampi. This is a flavorful lemon garlic white wine recipe that I think you're going to love as much as I do. For this recipe, I like to prepare all of my ingredients before I start cooking. You want to start with freshly chopped parsley, and you can put in as much or as little as you want. I like to put in about a cup in mine. Then you want 1 red onion. You're going to skin and chop it into quarters, then chop it into smaller bite-sized pieces. Next, you're going to take a bell pepper. It can be any color, but I have an orange one today. Like the onion, you're going to slice it into quarters, then chop it into smaller pieces, or you can leave longer slices. Next, you're going to take a fresh lemon and zest it. I use a cheese grater to zest mine. You want to zest the lemon before you cut it, because it works better that way. You want to use about a teaspoon of lemon zest, then cut the lemon in half and squeeze the lemon juice from the lemon. If you notice any lemon seeds, just scoop them out. You don't want lemon seeds in your sauce. Now you can set aside all the ingredients that you just prepared and begin making the chicken. You'll start with the coating for the chicken. So in a large to medium-sized bowl, put about a cup or slightly more of flour in the bowl, and add whatever spices you like in the mix. I like to add about a teaspoon of paprika, the same amount of basil. Mustard seed adds a great flavor to chicken coating, and don't worry, it's not going to taste like mustard, it's just the spice and it's great. And you want to add about a pinch of salt and then mix it well to combine. Now it's time to lightly coat the chicken in the flour mix. I'm using chicken tenders that were pre-cut, but you can use different pieces of chicken of your choice. You want to lightly coat the chicken in the flour and then set it on a plate. You want to add about a tablespoon of olive oil or any oil of your choice, along with 2 tablespoons of non-salted butter into a frying pan. Place it on medium heat until the butter melts and becomes bubbly. Then add your coated chicken to the pan and cook about 2 to 3 minutes on each side until fully cooked through and golden brown. Once your chicken is cooked, transfer to a plate and set aside. Now in the same pan that you just cooked your chicken in, add a 3/4 cup of dry white cooking wine and place it back on medium heat. You're going to cook the wine down for about 3 to 4 minutes, then add about 4 tablespoons of butter to the pan and melt. Once the butter has melted into the wine sauce, begin adding the ingredients you prepared earlier. This includes the lemon zest and juice, the freshly chopped parsley, and the onions and bell peppers. You also want to include 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, and I cheat with mine because I hate to chop garlic, so I use store-bought in a jar. And finally, add half a cup of heavy cream, mix to combine and cook down for 4 to 5 minutes. Once your peppers, onions, and garlic have cooked down and become soft, turn off the heat and add your chicken back to the pan and allow it to soak in the juices. I'm making mine with rice this time, but it's really a matter of your choice and your preference. I prefer to place the rice on a plate and use the sauce like a gravy over the rice. Then place your chicken next to it and add some freshly ground grated cheese on top. This is a light and delicious chicken dish that I'm sure you're going to love. Let me know if you're making it and what you think of the recipe in the comments.